And we're back with some Inscryption. This is Kaycees Mod. I believe this is originally a mod and then became part of the game, or maybe it was always included, whatever. All I know is it's called Kaycees Mod, it's built into the base game, and this is what happens once you finish the main storyline, you gain access to this. Now here we get to choose our starter decks. I've already done a couple of runs through, so it's unlocked 2 extra starter decks. And personally, I like the blood deck. That starts you with a goat. Goats are awesome. Now, here is modifiers. These modifiers make the game harder. And if you get 40 points of negative modifiers and you successfully finish the game, it unlocks the next one. And then you get, say, 50 or 60 points, and then you unlock the next one. So to add it, let's say start all battles with 1 damage on your side of the scales is plus 20, or all regular battles are replaced with totem battles, plus 20 challenge points. Yeah, I think so. So everything's going to be totem battles all the way across the board. Then let's pop over here and we'll see how we start. What you start with is these 3 critters that you're already assigned and 2 rabbit pelts. The reason for the 2 rabbit pelts, well, on the map, the very first thing you're going to encounter is a trader. Well, let's have a quick look here. We can immediately pop over here to combine 2 critters on an altar. We could go over here and get ourselves the start of a totem, or we can go over here and fill our bag, which is already full, which would be pointless. So going this way is stupid. That means our only choices are probably this way to combine a creature, then on, and yes. You know what? Let's go. Plan here is to do something overpowered and broken. It should be fairly handy. So, for our 2 pelts, we will end up with 8 things to choose from, and there's a cockroach. You always take the cockroach. Just always. The fact that it's just immortal, that immortality means it always comes back to your hand. And if you transfer this to another creature, like, say, I don't know, a black goat, that black goat will always come back to your hand. So we're going to take you. At the same time, we're also going to take the magpie. The magpie has the airborne sigil, but more importantly, it has the hoarder. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you may search your deck for any card and take it into your hand. That's also incredibly powerful. So we're going to take both those cards. I'm tempted by the cat, but here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to avoid 1-cost cast cards. Let me try to demonstrate what that is to you. If we look in here, we have a black goat and a mole that cost 1 blood apiece. We will always start the game with one of those in our hands. You will always start with a 1 blood card. So if we could get rid of that mole, we would always start with the black goat. That's sort of the plan. We want to get rid of that mole sooner rather than later, so we want to dump its traits onto something. However, we also want to transfer that cockroach over to the black goat, and we need something to dump that on. 1 minute. Let's just go over here, though, first. So, we'll chuck down the cockroach, and then we'll attach it to the black goat. Done. What this means is the black goat will now always pop back to our hand even after we sacrifice it. We are not going to pick any cards that have less than a casting cost of 2, ever, from now on. Let's start a boss battle. Should be fairly straightforward. The first boss only has a couple of cards. Flyers, eh? Now, as you can see, they've got a lizard thing over there, but that's okay. Oh, and we did not start with our black goat. You know what? Don't care. We're just going to let this guy do his thing. And then we're immediately going to grab the black goat. This is one of the reasons I want to get rid of that freaking mole as soon as possible. Okay, squirrel goes down. Then we put down the black goat. That goes there, and then we can sacrifice the black goat to get us a moose buck. And we'll put the moose buck, say... Oh, right there is fine. Now they'll do 3 damage and move to the right. Oh, you'll notice we're actually down 1 health point already. That's one of the... It's one of the negatives we took. Now let's just skip this forward. They have bugger all power, so we're basically just going to kill them all. And magpie is a 1/1 flyer. In fact, the only creature we have that has attack power is the magpie, which is a 1/1. Oh wow, that is that's depressing. Well, never mind. We shall put that down, and then we shall cast the magpie. Oh, sorry. Black goat first. Magpie. And done. And we'll chuck down the mole to keep it safe a little bit longer. Pretty handy. Now, we'll head over here, grab ourselves a card. And the thing is, we want to basically use this clover to search again. You can flip over 3 cards, but if you flip the clover, you can then search another 3. The great white shark is not bad, but let's just have a look again. Ooh, another black goat. 2 black goats is tempting. See, the thing is, that means we can combine abilities onto the black goat and then hopefully merge them at a later date. Yeah, I think I got to go to second black goat. There's also other things you can do with them. Fireplace is good, but I would like to check out the totems. Sometimes if you can get a good totem head early on, or even a totem base, it makes things handy. Like, what are you? You are, when a card brings a struck, a bee is created in your hand. Ugh, birds or bugs? Yeah, we'll grab a bug head. I don't think we're going to do well on that front this time around. Straight on to our next battle, which will be another totem battle. We don't have any really strong cards for this either. Right, they have a bee, which has a 1/1 attack. That is cool. So all we will do is place down that. We'll place down a black goat. It doesn't really matter about which one we use. And get rid of you. And we'll put down a moose. And I think that's just about it. Done. It's our only big attacking creature. We get a mole. Still no attack power. And finally we get a magpie, which we can't play because we can't afford it yet. But that's okay. Put down the magpie. Hit the button. Yeah, they'll be dead in no time at all. Now, over here we have a gold thing. This might give us a very powerful creature or a pelt. And I cannot see a trader anywhere. That is covered in shadow, so I can't tell. Ooh. But if we go here, we'll just straight up get a pelt. Here will give us a card. I think I'd prefer to risk going this way. Because, yeah, I think I would. Let's do it. Middle Boulder. What do you got for us? Ant Queen. Ant Queen with the ability to give us a free item. That's actually not too terrible. We do have an insect head. And we get to combine abilities on top of each other. The thing is, we would like to get rid of the mole. But you'll notice here, there's nothing we can put on except a black goat. Which would make us a black goat that runs around to get itself killed. That just seems awkward. So instead, what we could do is we could get the magpie and put that on the black goat. Now it's a flying black goat. Yep, that also can find us a card. That means if we get that black goat at the start and we place it down, we can then pull whatever 3-cost creature we have in our deck out. And if we could somehow later on combine those two goats into one, just a way to do that, we could have a super goat. Right, well, since we've got this, we shall check out a black goat. And that allows us to draw another card. You know what? I will take out a black goat. Then we can play Moose Buck. That's going to do 3 damage. And then we can't play anything else just yet, but we can play an Ant Queen next round. Okay, we grab ourselves a squirrel. We pop down a black goat. And then we play ourselves an Ant Queen. Perfect. And oh, we already have full items. I probably should have popped one of those. You know what? Never mind. And go. And I believe that is the end. Dun dun dun. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now looking at these 3 rows here, you've got this here. This allows you to pick a type of card. So you could pick, say, a wolf type card or a beast type card, and you will get a beast type card randomly. This here allows you to pick 1 blood, 2 blood, 3 blood, or bones. Well, something along those lines. But once you pick it, you get a random card assignment. I always go for these. You see, these things you can't re-roll realistically. You can re-roll the beast section, but once you pick it, you get the card you're given. You have no choice. So this one gives us a choice of 6 different cards, which maximizes our chances of getting a cockroach, which is incredibly broken. Ooh, there's also a ringworm, and we've got access to a rat king. You know what? No, I'm going to roll again. Might as well maximize our chances. Ooh, flying ant. Oh, it's a 1/1 though. That's the thing. I don't want a 1/1, which means we have to take the river snapper. River snapper it is, I'm afraid. However, there is good news and bad news. Good news is we can finally go in here and we can get rid of the mole. We can get the mole and we'll assign that to the river snapper. Perfect. Bye-bye. We now only have a single 1 blood cost. Now, that was not an absolutely wonderful deal, but what it does do is it gets rid of all the 1 blood cost creatures except for the black goats. So we now have 2, like we're going to start with a black goat always. And that means we can get our hands on a moose buck, hopefully fairly quickly, or an ant queen or a river snapper. It just gives us a solid baseline. Now we just got to make sure to keep it that way. So, insects. What can go with insects? Oh, wow. Right, so this means all insects, like we have an insect head over there. If we selected this and put the insect totem on it, we could sacrifice all our insects for 3 blood. If we put this totem on it, we could sacrifice all our insects for 4 bones. Now, right now, the only insects we have is the ant queen. We could crank that up, though. You know what? I think I prefer bones. We don't have any bone creatures right now, but we probably will. If we can get bones and attach them to, say, deer, we could end up with a whole bunch of bones going around the place, which would make for fun times later on with recycling. The blood stuff is good, but we're already going to have that on lockdown with the goat, so kind of pointless. Yeah, we shall take that. Now, anytime we sacrifice our insects or to kill our insects, we gain 4 bones. Boss fight. Let's go. And the boss is the angler. Well then. Let's see what you got. You got a kingfisher over there. So, we'll squirrel it up. We'll kill the squirrel, and now we get to pick a card. I think I'll go with the ant queen, thank you very much. Yeah, you can see where the bones are printed on us. They're no use to us yet. No use to us yet. But, give us time. Yeah, then we'll just chuck down a moose buck. Now, we could put down the ant queen right now, but I'm not sure I want to. Actually, it might be a good idea. You know what? Let's take out a tooth. Ouchie. And what we'll do is we can play down the smoke monster guy, and then use that to play the black goat. And then we can use that to play the ant queen, which gives us a new item, which is the scissors. Also gives us an ant queen and a moose buck. Yeah, I think that worked out pretty good. And the thing is, I don't want to kill them just yet. The problem is, once we kill them, they will spawn 2 bait buckets in front of us, which will turn into sharks when we kill the bait buckets. Could be an issue. Or, you know what? Let's go with it. Why not? We should put you down there. And then we'll put down a worker ant. I think this is instant win. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Every ant adds to the attack power. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Done. Go fish. Yeah, that's fine by me. Now, what was the last thing we had here? Oh, river snapper, worth 2 points. That's fine. So, we should grab this. Scissors, we can use that to chop up one of these guys. Now we don't have to worry about them. The ants, oof, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice both the ants to play the river snapper. We don't want them killing that bait bucket or we'll be facing 2 sharks. That means we're going to do 4 damage. Ugh, and then the moose is going to move across and cause a problem. But hey, moose got a moose, right? And I think that's it. We should do 1 damage next round and they're done. Yeah, go fish. Yeah, but I think you're already dead, so go fish yourself, buddy. Now, what you got for us in here? Ooh. Oh, that's so broken. The Ouroboros. Every time it dies, it gains 1 attack and 1 defense. And anytime it dies, it goes back to your hand. So yes, this is like just, there is no even question about it. You go straight for that one. Right then, I think our game just got incredibly broken. Like, there is just no coming back from this. This is super broken right now. So, looking here, we have 2 interesting path choices. This one gives us a card, ability to get a new totem, head, or base, fight, and then another card. I can't see what that is at the end. I think that's a fire. Fire allows us to boost health or attack power. This here is a special cave that will ask us to complete a task, and if we do it successfully, we get a very fancy card. I think I'm going there. Then this fills our items, then a fight, and then there's another fancy cave over there, which I'm probably going to go for. So, fancy cave first, and you can see how this one works. We are hoping, like, they give you 3 options to choose from, and you have to try and complete it. The options are as follows. Have 2 beast cards picked out of 3, have 5 bone costs out of 3 cards picked, or have 3 special abilities on your cards. This is what we're going for. Reason being, every single one of our cards has a special ability. Like, all of them. We literally cannot fail this. And as far as I'm aware, like, one of our creatures can probably knock it out in one sitting. Like, there we go. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So 6 special abilities. And then we get to choose from cards that are axed. Oh, wow. That blown blood cost sparrow is amazing, but no. we can't take it. Reason being is it's 1 blood cost and it would mess with our system. A raven with jumps in the way and movement, you suck. A river snapper with tail drop, and oh my god, that river snapper. Like, this is what you would normally go for, but that would mess with our black goats, so no. Instead, what I think we'll do is we'll grab the river snapper. Reason being, at a later date, we might get the opportunity to combine the 2 river snappers together, reducing 1 card in our deck. The raven's okay, but it's just a move about flyer. Actually, might be slightly better, but harder to get rid of. You see, it's already maxed out in ability, so we can't dispose of it. That's really not a card I want. So fine, we'll go with 2 turtles. Ugh, that was not good. Oh, great. Would you look at that? There is another batch of items up there. I'll show you. We're going to fill our sack here. No, I don't think we need a black goat. You know what? Give me a toothpicker and give me a squirrel. Perfect. But you'll notice up here there's another one. So we have to spend items here. We have to spend at least 1 item. If we have full items by the time we get there, what will happen is we'll be given a pack rat card. I don't want the pack rat. So, let's see here. What do we got? We got a raven that goes right. We got that guy there. Ooh, they're going to hit us for 3 next round. That's actually pretty rough. So, okay. Put down the moose. We're going to, yeah, I think goat goes there. Then we're going to grab, ooh, I feel like I should grab the black goat, but I also want the Ouroboros for later on. So, you know what? The problem is we don't have access to the infinite goat. No. The best plan is to get the black goat with the infinite cast. That way, any other card we get, we can cast. That's the smart play. Then what we do is we grab this, we slaughter it, and we put down the moose buck. We're going to attack for 3. Then this guy's going to attack and move to the right. We'll also be to the right, so we should kill him next go, and that knocks his 2 damage off the board. Yeah, I like that. And you know what? We have to use an item this round anyway. Chuck down a squirrel. Black goat, thank you very much. And we'll put down the river snapper and go right there. And the goat comes back to our hand, so we're good for the next round. Perfect. Now what would we got? Another river snapper. No, I'm not casting that river snapper. This guy's going to attack for 1 and take 1 damage, and this guy's dead. Yeah, I think this is a pretty handy fight. Never mind, things got a little bit more interesting. Ooh. Ouroboros. And this is where things get absolutely stupid. Right, slaughter you to put down the black goat. Then we shall slaughter the black goat to put down the Ouroboros. And then once the Ouroboros is down, we slaughter it. I know that seems stupid, but now that it's back in our hand, the Ouroboros is worth 2. And then we slaughter the black goat to put down the Ouroboros, which we then slaughter to put down the black goat. And the Ouroboros is now 3-3. Yeah. Give me 5 minutes. Please say hello to our 40-40 Ouroboros. And oh, these are all the bones from it dying and repeatedly coming back to life. And that's 43 points of damage. I think we got him. You're going to need more teeth. Where do you get those teeth from again? You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This should make things a lot simpler. Okay, that was a lot of teeth. Ooh, there is a trade station where we could get any furs we pick up. We don't have any furs, and honestly, we don't care. So instead, we'll head over this direction. What have you got for us in terms of shiny stuff? Oh, yeah. So this is the same thing again, but like health or whatever, but realistically, we want abilities. We have crammed our guys up to the gills, so yeah, this should be pretty handy. That's 1, that's 4, that's 5. 5 in total. We're good. Now, 1 blood cost, no. 1 blood cost, no. 2 blood cost, yes. So you are immortal, always come back to our hands, and you evolve. So you become even tougher, and when an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing the sigil will move to that empty space. I mean, you're not great, but you're not terrible. Go into the deck. And then we go in, we grab ourselves a new item. Ooh, time. Hourglass. The user, when your adversary will entirely skip the next turn. Allows you to get 2 turns in a row. Pretty brutal. All right, let's fight. This should go down, like, depending, if we get 1 card at the start, it's pretty much all over. All we need is that goat. Once we get that goat, we can effectively finish the game in the first turn. We place down the squirrel, put down the goat that's got the hourglass on it, we pick the Ouroboros, we sacrifice the goat, we We put down the Ouroboros, we hit the turn, and we pull in 34 teeth. You're gonna need a bigger bowl for the teeth, buddy. Now, all we need is a mushroom. Maybe that's in the next level, but we need one of those mushroom guys or whatever that sorts us out on that front. Where to next? Initially, I would consider going this direction. It gives us fancy cards. However, the problem is down the end we'll have to pick between beast or blood, and that could be tricky. So I think I would prefer to go this way. Let's say we get to choose between at least 3 to 6 cards, and we get to improve our statue maybe. We have no furs to trade. This place is where you trade in your furs for stuff. We're going to miss out on a fireplace, but, well, we don't really have any cards that require those. So let's see what cards you got for us. Ooh, Turkey Vulture is interesting. Like if we get the Ant Queen out, or we get something that's more appropriate for collecting bones, we could definitely get out a lot of those. And it's available to have abilities dumped onto it, though. We don't have anything with abilities we would like to dump just yet. You know what? Let's spin it. It's got to be the cockroach. I mean, a grizzly bear. Actually, a 4/6 grizzly bear might not be a bad investment. Nah, cockroach. The ability to turn a creature immortal and always pop back to her hand just makes it so much handier. Now, what do you got for us? Give us a good head. Deer. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We want the deer head. The weird thing, it's basically horned critters. So we select that, we select that. Now, I thought at first that since it's a deer, that's okay, but it'll only affect deer critters. Not just deer. You know what? Let's demonstrate it here. You'll notice we've only one blood cost two 1 blood cost goats. Fine by me. Let's keep going. What do you got for us? Yeah, you're a nice deer. All your deer jump into defense stuff. Got it. Now our moose buck and our goat both give bones, which is kind of nice. All right then. You. Ooh. We're actually going to be facing a pretty decent amount of damage here. We'll put you there. We shall sacrifice a goat to you. And then we shall put down the moose buck. Now, the moose buck's going to attack here for 3, and then it's going to move 1 to the right. The reason for that is that longhorn's going to come down and attack both left and right, so it's going to do 2 damage. I want a moose buck out of the way. Oh, actually... maybe we shouldn't have done that. Because now the moose buck will then move out of the way. Should have thought better about it. It's okay. We've also got a cockroach available. So you know what? I'm going to put the cockroach down there. We got the extra bones because we sacrificed our goat. We got bones out of it. What do you got for us? River Snapper. Jumps in front of damage. Actually, I like the thought of that. Okay. Watch this. We shall play the goat. So to play the goat, we'll sacrifice the cockroach. Bye-bye, cockroach. You cost us 4 bones to cast, but that's okay. Then what we'll do is we'll delete that guy. Actually, what's the life on this guy? You know what, doesn't matter. We'll put the river snapper down there. Damn it. I forgot that they had the jump in front of everything trait. Now, what we can do is we can... Ooh, actually, good idea. Play the cockroach. Sacrifice the cockroach. To play the black goat. And then we can actually win it this round. Yeah, 3, 4. We're going to do 4 points of damage and he's going to die. Can't actually sacrifice the black goat, I just realized. Never mind. Oh, he jumps in front of everything. Wow, that guy tanked damage like a boss. Okay, Bloodhound with evolution and such like. I like you. And we'll sacrifice that guy. We'll put him down there. Yeah, that's cool and all. We'll put down the cockroach. Excellent. This is just going to be... Like, we've got so much stuff down, and at the moment the Ouroboros comes out, or we pick the other goat, the game's over. That's sort of the thing. We've got 2 cards in there which basically end this if we get our hands on them. Now we just gotta find a mushroom. Oh, there's the mushroom! Damn it! Went the wrong direction. If I had to pick the mushroom, we could have... You know what? We'll find out later. No, no, and no. We already have a Bloodhound, but I want preferably... Oh, God, no, we can't get that thing. So we're stuck with the wolf. This thing is a random card, which can mess you up, because it can be a 1 blood card, and you can start with it, which is awkward. We can't get them all. 1 blood card, which leaves us with the wolf. I was hoping we'd get a deer or something like that. All right, let's start merging things together. What do we want to get rid of? Looks like our options are very limited. Observe. Well, basically, we're not going to sacrifice the moose buck. That's like a big chunk of our damage, but we can sacrifice the cockroach. Unfortunately, there's only two things that can go on. The wolf or the moose buck. I think it's got to be the moose buck. Okay, we now have an undying moose buck. And basically the best thing I've found so far is just make your stuff undying, get an undying goat, and you just plow through everything. Ooh. Group of starving survivors. So we get to up the attack damage of a creature. Which creature, though? For me, it's got to be the goat. At some point, you want to combine those two goats, so having a goat that can do a bit of damage is not too shabby. Perfect, thank you. One other thing we could have done is put down a creature and run it twice. If you had ran the creature twice, it has the potential to get eaten, or you get two upgrades. Okay, boss battle. Which one are you? Oh, yeah, you're a pickaxe guy. Gotcha. Well then, I would say you're gonna die in 2 turns. Yeah. Okay, that's just it. You're dead in 2 turns. There's no getting out of that. So, put down squirrel. Use the card search thingy. Find the Ouroboros. Perfect. Play the Ouroboros. And done. He's gonna smack that, turn them into gold immediately after he dies. Yep, you're dead. Cool. Now he's gonna smash it. The thing is, can't kill it. It just pops back to her hand. Yeah, cool. You did your thing. You struck your gold. Now you put down another card. And we just go boom. Black goat. Ouroboros. And problem solved. That's about 35 or so teeth. So, broken? Just a little bit? Just a wee bit? We can still get scuppered, but it's getting harder and harder. Why you do this to me? Why? They're all 1 blood costs. Oh, that's so tricksy. You know what? We'll take the strange larvae. Until we can dispose of it, it's actually pretty useful. It turns into a 7/7 flyer after 2 turns. I mean, it's surviving that long is the problem, but we have options. We need to find ourselves immediately one of those these altar things. So we need to get to that altar and get rid of our strange larvae. Otherwise, we could die at the next boss battle or the next battle. Ooh, that's tempting. Oh my God, there's 2. No. We can't. Look, there's a mushroom guy over there who could combine our 2 goats and make us perfect. But we can't get to the mushroom guy because, well, there's no altar over there. And without an altar, we're stuck starting potentially with a strange larvae, which really messes us up. So, no. Also, I got to remember to burn an item there because there's actually one of those sacks coming up. Fine. Give us a card. If you hadn't taken on that larva, I'd take the mantis right now. Then we could put that on one of our creatures to make it even stronger. A 3-power grizzly, or a 4/6 grizzly is actually not a bad card for us. But we'll shuffle. I want to see as many cards as possible. All right, so we have a 4 bone cost and the grizzly. Now we'll take the grizzly. Thank you. Then we get to go over here and get rid of this freaking strange larvae. Sorry, strange larvae. Chopping block for you. You can go with the wolf. Didn't matter, wolf or bear, one or the other. Then what do we got going on? I'm so annoyed we don't get to go to that mushroom guy. Oh well, let's just do our fight. Make sure to spend an item. Put down squirrel. Put down black goat. Pick a Ouroboros. Spend an item. We'll get rid of a tooth, please. Play the Ouroboros. Hit the turn button. Round over. Another card. Our deck is getting very large. Oh, another black goat. We've already got 2, so no thank you. But cheers for the offer. Longhorn is deer. That means we would get bones out of it. No, I'll spin again. Ooh, turkey vulture. Always did like those. Yeah, we'll take the turkey vulture. We can't see beyond a certain point here, so let's just find out what this is. Ooh, scissors. Yes, please. That allows you to cut up enemies' cards. And from what we can see, they all coalesce there, so we don't have to worry about that. No, thank you. That's a trap. Oh, this gives us an extra card. This one... Yeah, extra card and totem, I think, would be my preferred right now. This one gives us a trapper fur, Yeah, I would prefer not to, and more items, so I'm thinking this direction is the smarter choice. Game over already before it's even started. Ouroboros, and poof. Yeah, you might be wondering, why am I not buying pelts with all of these teeth? We could get a whole bunch of gold pelts, right? Well, that would just dilute our deck. We already have lots of great cards. I mean, we can literally win like that, so the more cards we add in, the more it dilutes it down and causes problems. So, why would we do that? We're going to have to get a card here. We would have had to get a fur there, so this way we get one card each. But we also get to go to the totem thing. Fireplaces are good and all that, but I think I prefer the totems. Oh, we've actually got something different. We can't choose to go with special abilities, which you have lots of. There's 4 for attack power, which... oh, that's a problem for us. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that could cause us problems, but all the rest could drag us up quite nicely, so 4 attack power doesn't seem bad. I think attack power is probably our best bet. Oh, no, there we go. Done. Plenty of attack power. Ringworms are no good to us. Cockroach. Ooh. A submersible cockroach that can block flyers. That's... why? You can't block. You're a submersible... oh... like, this thing submerges, so it can't block, but it's got the blocking ability. That's just horrendous. This guy is infinitely sacrificable for blood, which we don't need, but also evolves. Yeah, I'm just going to get him out of pure curiosity. That actually looks pretty interesting. Ooh, what do we got up ahead? Oh, we have the ability to spend any furs we've collected, which we don't have. I'm good with that. Not missing out on the furs, that is. So, we could go with tails for our people, or we could go with flight. I think I'm kind of happy with bones for now, but what I would like to do, instead of getting more heads to get more things bones are pretty useless to us. They're not great right now. But what we could do is start taking these so that when we encounter one of these statue carvers again, something else would show up. Oh, cool. They follow your cursor around. Yeah, we'll take the tail thing. It's useless, but why not? Take those 2. And, oh, there's an item thing. We should spend an item while we're in here. And we've already won. And I think we... oh, I have to spend an item. Can't spend the scissors, so... I'll pass my next turn. Cool. I really would have preferred to spend the scissors. That was sloppy, but whatever. I just did not want another card polluting our deck. You see, if we got to that bag over there without doing that, we would be in so much trouble. You are the trader. Oh, I think the trader gives us a pelt if we don't have one. I don't want a pelt from him. Let's just take the card. We could also avoid getting a card from this person, but usually the cards they have are not terrible, so... plus, I'm kind of curious what kind of monstrosities they come up with. We'll definitely go with abilities. We have loads and loads of those. That's 1. Oh, that's none. There's 3. Perfect. Okay, rats that can submerge and reduce the attack power of the opposing creature by 1. A mud turtle that can submerge and gives you an item. And a flying ant that costs 1 blood, so we can't take it. So, mud turtle, I suppose? The fact that it's submersible and it has the ability to reduce its damage it takes by 1 is so pointless. Just so pointless. Like, the Rat Kings actually have a purpose in a sort of a twisted way, in that they produce bones, they hide, and they have, like, the ability to eat. Like, these ones are actually slightly better, but only just vaguely. That is... ugh, that was kind of sad. Alright, let's go. Well, these are all terrible options. Take the pliers. Really wish I hadn't spent that hourglass, but did not want that rat thingy. Okay, here's actually a fun thing. We could try and kill someone here. Get rid of one of the cards we don't want. You know what, Rat King? What happens if we put you through this twice? Okay, you're now a 3-1. If we put you through it one more time, you actually survived. You can't put them through another time. You put them through twice. And the second time, they have a chance of getting eaten by the survivors. Boss fight! Oh, the pelt guy. Yeah, I remember him. This is going to be slightly trickier. Or, we could just do this the easy way. Yep, I say we do it the easy way. Easy way sounds good. Lay down the smoke. Lay down the black goat. Perfect. Grab the Ouroboros. Yeah, that's wonderful. Play the Ouroboros by sacrificing the black goat. And the thing is, when we sacrifice the smoke, we got 4 bones. When we sacrifice the goat, we got 4 bones. That gives us 8 bones to play the vulture, which we'll place over there. The vulture is going to kill that leaping trap. When that leaping trap dies, That will turn our vulture into a leather something or other. Only temporary. For this round, it's basically a weird trapper mechanic. We can then, in the second round, use that leather to buy a creature off him. Yeah, observe. Yeah, it kills the turkey vulture, and we end up with a wolf pelt. Sorry, wolf pelt, not leather. Now, 1 second. Wait for it. Yep, he does this thing where basically his entire side of the board just fills up with creatures. But he'll allow you to... Oh, he gives us 2. That's very nice, but all we want is one of them. We will take that one. And you know what? We'll take that one just to be thorough. Thank you very much. None of them are going to jump on our way. Oh, shit, I should have checked that first. No, none of them have the jump ability. We're good. So, yeah, just died. We could have also used the scissors to chop a card and just cut a hole. And problem solved. I think you need to put limits on yourself after a while of playing this, because even without the rubbers, this gets pretty broken. Okay. Mantis God. Oh. Mantis God is always good. However, I don't want a 1 blood cost. We might get problems if we do that. So, give me the 4 blood cost one. And let's go. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't got a chance to combine my 2 goats yet. We missed out entirely on the mycologist to allow you to combine cards. Normally I've seen 3 or 4 of those in a run. Okay, plan. Combine a couple of cards, I suppose, to minimize options. I'm so glad we didn't take the Mantis God. That would have caused us so much problems right about now. Yeah, let's just grab whatever this is. So, ooh. Wow, the only ability we have is the flying on the vulture. I actually kind of like the turkey vulture. So, we'll stick that on the 7/7 over here. Yeah, a 7/7 flyer. Why not? That's ridiculous. Okay then, let's go fight Leshy. There's 3 rounds to this one, and if we get the right cards to start, we'll be golden. If we don't, well, it'll probably be trickier. I'm betting for the first time in ages we don't get the goat with the hourglass. Oh, we did! Right, never mind. We got the goat with the thingy-me-what's-it. Well then, that sort of simplifies things. Fine then. Now we'll put down the smoke eye, then we shall put down the black goat. Yeah, that's perfect. Then we'll grab the Ouroboros. Oh, that guy jumps in the way of anything, so he'll block us. That would be bad. So, if we sacrifice, go there. We'll grab the hook thing, and we'll say... Actually, no. We'll grab the scissors. Bye-bye. Thank you. And... dead. Right, tree stump. Okay. I think I'm just going to draw another card, then. Yeah, until we get the other... whatchamacallit? Goat. Until we get the other goat. Nothing we can do. Pretty sure nothing's going to survive. Yeah, he's dead now. He's going to die. We've got a wolf. I could start picking up squirrels at this point, but no. 41 damage all the way through. And you are dead. And, yep, now you're going to summon the moon, and then the moon is going to die instantly too. Yes, yes, the moon is waning, blah, blah, blah. Yep, there's Ulrathi. This could have been cleaner, I suppose, but we definitely... Yep, go for it. There's our second black goat. If only we could have got to that mycologist, we could have had combined both of our black goats and just had the perfect combo. But didn't turn out too shabby in the end. Right. Problem solved. 6 misplays? No idea. Now, 4th entry here. This will be nothing to anyone. Here's some cards that get unlocked. Ooh. Direwolf Pup. At the end of owner's turn, Direwolf Pup will generate a 1 bone. Also, Direwolf Pup will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. Ah, cool. What are you? Direwolf. Direwolf will strike the opposing space in extra time when attacking. Double attack? Oh, hell yeah. Well then, challenge unlocked. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares. Oh, you don't get any rares anymore. That would be an interesting run. So now if we come in here, select the deck, go in, you'll see this is unlocked. All totem battles, yeah. And now we need 50 points to hit the next level. And that is Inscryption Kaycees Mod. I think that's a really consistent deck, so I'm just going to try and speed run a little bit here. Oh, one thing to note, they'll catch you if you try and restart the game. For example, you might do this and you might go, okay, cool, that's fine. Then I'll immediately go along here and check what cards they give me. And then you go in here and you find out that the 8 cards you get offered have none of the stuff you want, and you decide, oh, I'll just start again. If you do that, they will reduce the amount of cards you start with, as in they'll get rid of one of the rabbit pelts and instead give you, I think it's a 1/1 possum that casts for 2 bones or something like that. And they're like, oh, because you gave such a bad run last time, because you quit, they're going to give you less options this time around. And if you do it twice in a row, they get rid of both the rabbit pelts and they replace it with the possum and I think it's the gutworm. It's a 0/1 creature that casts for 1 blood. It has other uses, though. You can feed it to the fireplace people to kill them, but that's another story. Anyway, where were we? One thing I never got to cover in that game was these things here. This here is the mushroom guy, or the mycologist or something. They will basically take 2 cards of the same type and combine them, including their bonuses. So, let's just say take the coyote. I mean, maybe we should combine the moose buck. That would be a super moose buck, to be honest. Oh, no. We'll get rid of the coyotes. I would like to get rid of the coyotes so that we have more big cards in our deck. But anyway, now to combine the 2 of them, we look away. So we got a couple of 2/1s. Now we have a 4/2 with a bunch of extra, and all the abilities are kept. You can only keep 4 abilities, though, so you can't splice them and keep splicing them and getting more and more abilities. Unfortunately, I think 4 is the max, and I have actually lost an ability by combining a 3 and a 2. I have found this plan of the immortal black goat to be, well, very, very consistent. For example, this is your man, Leshy, end boss. We're just gonna, well, immediately go squirrel, and then we're gonna immediately go black goat. And then our creature of choice this time around is a grizzly bear that's been spliced together with another grizzly bear that has bifurcated attack, doing 8 damage to 2 different tiles at the same time. Which, yes, ooh, actually, do we have all the items? We only have 2 items, do we? Well, if we've only got 2 items, we might as well sacrifice the black goat to get out the that guy so we can get an extra item. Then we can sacrifice this guy to get out the black goat again, and then we'll put out this guy. And the mole man's going to jump in front of us no matter what we do, so doesn't really matter where we put him. And yeah, I believe that is a round 1 kill. Oh, no, you're dead. And 8 damage. It only takes 6 to kill him. We got a -1 health thing. Let's see if we can manage to finish him off, though. Oh, we have a trifurcated attacking moose that does 3 attack damage. Ha! You know what? I don't think we need it just yet. We're going to hit him for 16. We might as well keep the moose just in case something goes badly wrong. Yep, round 2. Successfully completed. What have you got for round 3? This was actually a bad run in that we only got our hands on, whatchamacallit, we didn't get our hands on the magpies, the ones that have the not the hourglass, the magnifying glass. We didn't get the magnifying glass ones. Let's see what else we got in here. An amoeba. Oh, that's actually the most recent card I've got. That's trash. Made of stone, a card bearing the sigil is the immune to effects of Touch of Death and Stinky. It normally has a random effect, but usually they're terrible. Anyway, we'll put down this guy. We'll chuck down a black goat. And then we'll chuck ourselves down this guy, who does a trifurcated attack, meaning we're going to hit him for 16, 3, 6, 9, 12. 28. So we're going to hit him for 28 damage on the first run, meaning in 2 runs the moon will be dead. Yep, that's... Oh, actually, the moose moves about, so it's not as good. Ooh, and there's an amalgam. This thing evolves. It's a 3/3, and it evolves, and it's got access to, well, you know what? It doesn't make a difference. We didn't do well on the totem front, but the moon's dead, so who cares? So yes, I have considered this deck quite consistent. Let's try another one. So, weirdness here. This is the 3rd boss, just before the final one. And we have only run into 2 temples that allows us to combine cards. That's it. These 2 cards down here, they were special ones we got in those magic caves. But we've literally only run into 2 temples on the entire run. And it's not like I missed them. It's not like I went down the wrong routes. They just didn't exist. These little temple things allow you to combine cards. This has made things more interesting. A lot more interesting. Yeah, this has been the weirdest run I've done so far with the limited amount of temples we found. We've only found 3 entire run. This seems unusual. I've played several runs, and this one has the lowest, and it's none of the modifiers seem to do anything about those temples, so I think it's just got unlucky. We did find a lot of totems. We've hit a bunch of totem places. In fact, we had no choice but to go to them. So I have about 4 totem heads sitting around the place that doing nothing with them. All which would have been far better invested in having more temples. Now, the thing is, if we get the wrong hand, we're basically straight up dead here. That's the problem. Our cards are so, well, weak sauce. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Oh no, we got the elk fawn. You see, the problem is we got stuck with an elk fawn as one of our choices, which means we have got no goat. And without the goat, we dead. Well, I suppose we can stick this guy out. He's a 1-5. He might do something good. I really don't think he will. And we have absolutely 0 items. Yeah. So, what we can do is place him here. So when we attack, this guy's going to jump in front of him. And when he jumps in front of him, he'll block that amalgam from coming into play. For at least one turn. Then, then the elk is going to move to the right. Which, nothing we can do about that. Oh, wait, go for it. Well then, do we grab another card? Yes, I think we have to grab another card and hope. Nope, that is absolute trash. Another card we were forced to get. We are in so much trouble. Good times. You're going to hit there and then move to the right, so you're only going to do 2 damage. That guy's going to come in next turn, hit us for 3. That guy's going to hit us for 2. So you're about to get hit for 5 damage. And I don't think there is anything we can do about it. Actually, you know what? There is. We can put down the smoke. The problem is that guy's going to smash all of our stuff at some point and turn it into gold. So, ugh. It's fine. We'll figure something out. So instead what we'll do is we'll get this guy, sacrifice both of those, and put down the wolf here. If you put down the wolf here, it hurts the mole man, but it keeps that guy from coming into play and will only take 2 damage. I can live with 2 damage. We could also put this guy into play, but I think I want to hold off putting this guy into play until we've got a chance at killing one of his critters. I'm pretty sure at some point, our wolf is going to get turned into gold. That is, kind of sucky. So we're about to get hit for 6 next turn. Yeah, I think we're just straight up dead. It's just that elk basically diluted down our deck enough that we had no chance. So this is going to be weird. We put down the moose buck here, which should kill this mantis. Then what we're going to do is, well, after he's finished killing this mantis, he'll move to the right, which is fine. Then what we can do is put down, say, an elk fawn and the black goat. We can put down both of these because they only have a 1 blood cost, and this guy's an infinitely sacrificable moose buck. This is super weird. I put that on the moose buck so that, well, one of the other goats has the ability to search for a card. So I figure we get and if we could combine the 2 goats together, you know what? It doesn't make a difference. Long story short, this guy's infinitely sacrificable, which means we can now cast 2 more creatures, which means we actually might have a chance. This guy's going to hit here, then move to the right, which I'm okay with. Right? He kills that guy. Actually, no. That guy's going to drop a tail in the way, which will die. Then this guy will move to the right, and this guy will move to the right. But then that guy's going to attack left and kill that thing. So we can't allow that. We need to box everyone in so no one can go anywhere. So the goat's going to go here, and the fawn's going to go there. And the reason for this stupidity is, when this goat attacks, that mole man will jump in front of him. Then that will stop this amalgam from coming into play. That one will actually come into play and hit that gold nugget, but we don't care about that. Then this moose buck will attack the mantis. The mantis will drop a tail, though, and jump to the right because it's got a tail thing. But the tail will get killed by the moose buck, but the mantis will pop over here, at which point the mantis will get killed by the elk fawn. Then this guy will attack the elk fawn, and the elk fawn will take damage, resulting in it spawning a bee. I think, we might actually survive another round. I am frankly shocked. Yep, they left the tail behind. And, cool. I'll take one of these, please. So, we can get a beaver out. He's going to steal our elk. No, thank you, I think. So all we do is we place a bee down, I suppose. Why does that bee have fecundity on it? Oh, because the elk had fecundity. Wait. Does that mean if the elk... Oh, that's confusing. So since the elk had fecundity, the bee it spawned also had its abilities. Weirdness. Just so much weird. Okay, fine. What's going to happen this round? This bee will attack for 1. This guy will spawn a tail. Well, he can't spawn a tail, so he'll just stay there and take it. This guy's going to die, but that'll allow the other amalgam in, which will kill the goat. But, you know what? I'm okay with that. Moose guy's going to attack here, and then elk guy's going to attack there. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with this. They'll steal the bee, though, next round, but I don't care if they steal the bee. It's a 1-1 bee. Yeah, buddy, go steal my bees. I really don't care. And, what the... Oh! I forgot that guy was going to spawn a tail. And he stole the bee. You've now got a 1-1 bee instead of your 3-3 amalgam. I am super duper okay with that. And because they've been striking our bees, we have a bunch of them. And the bees make brilliant cast fodder. Time to bring on Urali? Whatever. Oh my god, the bee has infinite sacrifices. What? I've never had the moose buck get hit before. Usually we just kill everyone. So every time this gets hit, it spawns a bee that's infinitely sacrificable. That's terrifying. And this guy spawns a bee that gives you bones when it dies. Yeah, and this guy spawns a bee that has fecundity. This is just strange. Strangeness upon strangeness. Well, anyway, first up, give me a black goat, please. We shall spawn it right there. That is fine. And then we can go... yoink, yoink. And then I think I want it over here. That will straight up kill both of them. Ooh, Beaver's got the hourglass thing, which means we can go and find ourselves a better card. So sacrifice him. Done. And what card do we like? Robberus. Excellent. I think that's going to be game over shortly. So, kill everything. Yeah, those two dies. We'll take a card, please. But I think he's just dead. We're going to hit him for 3 there, then 2 there. Everything on... Oh, my. He's got a Urelu thing as well? You know what? It's fine. If he kills it, we'll just cast a Ouroboros and murder him. So it really makes no difference at this point. In fact, I'm kind of tempted just to cast the Ouroboros now. Though, nah. We'll leave it around. So yes, despite that, the little... worry that we were going to die there for a while, I think this worked out quite nicely. Oh great, stumps. We're just going to put down the Ouroboros. Oh, and we have the black goat with the hourglass. What I wanted to do was find a mushroom guy and combine this black goat and that black goat. And that would be the only... we would always spawn with that card. It would be infinitely recyclable, and it would give us the ability to search for cards in our deck, meaning we could just find monsters to come out and kill them. So by combining those two together, we would start with this black goat, always. We would immediately cast it and then search our deck. The first card we would pull out would be the moose buck. The moose buck gives us the ability to, well, is infinitely sacrificable, which means we can then sacrifice it to cast the same black goat to search for another monster to put into play, meaning you could just get out like 3 or 4 monsters on your first round. Yeah, never got to do that. Maybe another round. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight for me. Okay. I don't really want them, to be honest. How do we have a rabbit with the search ability? I don't know, but I'll take it. Oh my god, I just realized something. This black goat, with its undying sigil, and the fact that it's a goat and our totem gives us that little beehive thing, means it spawns bees that go back to your hand. So we could just put that in front of enemies at the start, and it will keep spawning us bees that we can cast for free until eventually we can just play then 4 bees in a row. That's terrifying. I love it. So anyway, I'm gonna say that this deck works just fine. It you're already dead, buddy. Sticking with the goats, sticking with the invincible goats that last forever, yes, perfectly fine. So long as you don't get stuck only hitting 3 temples in an entire game, that seems very improbable. On our next run, we're straight through to Leshy again. This time we don't have our overpowered Ouroboros, but we do have like a 6/14 moose buck. Assuming it's not a shapeshifter, there's unfortunately a shapeshifter around. Now, we only had 1 life throughout the entire thing, so I did have to use the hook before we got here. But I'm thinking we can still get around that. So we're going to sacrifice our goat guy as per usual. And then we'll get the moose buck, I think. That could potentially be a shapeshifter. We've one in the deck, which unfortunately imitates our cards. Then we're going to take a second turn. That way we get to attack him twice. Because we got to kill the mole man thingy. Oh, did I mention the moose buck moves twice now for some reason? It's a whole thing. For our next round, we're just gonna kill him. And that should be, yeah, all the way through. Now, what happens in this next round? I can't remember. You know what? Let's just put down the direwolf and worry about it later. This one has, was it morsel? When a card bearing the sigil is sacrificed, it adds its values to the card it was sacrificed for. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think we'd be taking advantage of that anytime soon. Anyway, squirrel into black goat. Straight into direwolf, which we'll place. Ooh, there should be fine. It'll dig up some bones. It'll do some killing. It'll be all fun. This thing's going to attack us for 2. I'd prefer to stop that. We're going to stick down a boulder. And those 2 people are going to die. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not seeing any downsides to the let's get a black goat and make sure it can live forever. This just seems like the most broken strat you can possibly do. Might be time to put down that amalgam. Actually, we don't need the damage. We'll just let it ride for now. It's going to be moon time shortly, actually. And... oh, yeah, there's the shapeshifter. Damn it, shapeshifter. Stop doing... That thing's messed me up so many times because I'm putting down a card that I think is awesome and then it turns into a 4-1 shapeshifter. You're like, why? Stop that. I don't even know how I ended up with shapeshifter in the deck. You pick a card and sometimes... yeah, you're going to capture the moon. Smarty pants. I'm curious. If we sacrificed this shapeshifter to give it to the black goat, would the black goat then have like a bunch of advanced stats on it? I could do one way to find that out. It's a 4-2. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, we'll just kill the moon. This might take a little bit longer than normal, but I'm pretty sure we'll get it. Oh, look, it's another amalgam. I'm pretty sure this is the real one, though, this time. It could, because we've only got 1 shapeshifter in the deck. You. And our goat lost all of its bonus things. That's fine. Yeah, the moon's almost dead. Something to be said about having absolutely gigantically oversized creatures. Ooh, look, another moose buck. But yes, I do believe that this is the game's Achilles heel, right? You just make yourselves an invincible goat, load the rest of your deck up with big critters, and you're pretty much good to go. And if you can get your hands on one of those magpies for finding more stuff, you're sorted. 4 bosses defeated. I don't know what the misplays are. I don't even know how it calculates that stuff. So, a new card called Raccoon and a new card called Lammergeier. The power of Lammergeier is equal to half of the bones of the owner. Also, Lammergeier will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. So, a flying bone creature that gets power from... or a flying creature for 3 blood that gets its power from bones. That could be incredibly broken with the right cards. And a new starter deck unlocked. Very nice. Checking here, we're up to 80 challenge points of whatever, and what's this one? You were limited to 1 life challenge. That's the one we did last time. I don't think it unlocked anything new. I think I'm kind of done. So, Inscryption. Turns out you just make some invincible goats and that pretty much powers you through most runs. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could give yourself challenges and play different decks, but when you find an overpowered one, I mean, what's the point in changing? Though starting with a Mantis sounds wonderful, though you do start to 0-1 ringworms. That would be difficult to dispose of both of them. But yeah, if you piled all your upgrades into Mantis God, I'm pretty sure you could do some pretty nasty stuff there. I believe this will be my last video on Inscryption. I hope you enjoyed and good luck.